So section 3, this opportunity cost. This section doesn't really have a lot of things you need to memorize, but you need to get a hang of what it really means to do the questions. So first, let's look at what is opportunity cost, right? So we know that there are costs. So things have costs. For example, you want to buy a McDonald's, right? You want to buy McDonald's. There's a cost to buying that. You need to spend money to buy the McDonald's. Anything has a cost, right? There is a cost to making decisions as well, and this cost is called opportunity cost. And in this very important definition, so opportunity cost is the best alternative foregone when making a choice. Now, what does that mean? So, for example, right now, um, I am hungry and want to eat. I have two restaurants I want to choose from. For example, first one is KFC. Second one is McDonald's. These are my top two choices. I want to either go to KFC or I want to go to McDonald's. Right? And I choose to go to KFC. Then, in this situation, we are making a choice, right? We are choosing between either going to McDonald's or going to KFC to eating food. So this is making a choice. And we made the choice of going to KFC, which means we can't go to McDonald's to have our food because we are going to KFC. We have already made our choice. And because these are our two best options, going to McDonald's is the best alternative. We want to either go to KFC or McDonald's, but we didn't go to McDonald's, so that's our best alternative. And it is also foregone because we chose to go to KFC, so it's foregone. So opportunity cost means the best alternative foregone when making a choice. And we always make choices. We talked about this in chapter 1 because there are a unlimited amount of wants, but a limited amount of resources. Therefore, we always need to make choices. And for every choice we make, there is an opportunity cost because there will always be an alternative that will be gone for making a choice. So that is basically what opportunity cost means, and to be able to grab what it really means and to do some more difficult problems, I think the best way is just to look at some examples. For example, let's see, this here is a nuclear power plant, and here is a hydroelectric power plant, and say government is choosing between either spending money to build a nuclear plant or spending money to build a hydroelectric plant. Now, these are the government's top two options, right? And say the government chooses to build a hydroelectric plant. That means they cannot build a nuclear plant because they spent all their money building the hydroelectric plant. They don't have any money left. Therefore, the opportunity cost of this decision is building the nuclear plant because that is the best alternative that is gone because you want to build this hydroelectric plant. And then there is this formula. This formula is also pretty important. So opportunity cost equals the option chosen minus the next best option. So for example, right now I'm making a choice. There is a concert that I want to go to that cost maybe $100. And then there is a concert I want to go to as well that is $80. And I choose to go to this concert that is worth $100. The best alternative foregone, the next best option is this $80 concert. Therefore, the opportunity cost will be this 100 minus this 80, which gives us the answer of 20. $20 will be our opportunity cost of this decision. Okay. That actually ends this section. There's not a lot of things you need to memorize. You just need to understand what's going on. So let's look at some practice problems. First, Tom has two options. He can spend $3 to buy an ice cream or $1 to buy a Coke. He decides to buy the $3 ice cream. What is the opportunity cost of the purchasing of the ice cream? Okay, so this is just the formula, right? So you can spend $3 to buy an ice cream, $1 to buy a Coke. He decides to buy the $3 ice cream. So he chose to buy this one, which means he did not buy this $1 Coke. This is the next best option that is forgot. So we know the next best option is $1. And the choice chosen is $3. Therefore, the opportunity cost will just be $3 minus $1, which is $2. And let's look at another one. A person works at home making tablecloths. He works for 6 hours each day and makes 15 tablecloths an hour. He sells them for $10 each. He then decided to work for only 4 hours each day. What can be concluded from the above information? So let's just do some simple calculations. He works for 6 hours, making 15 clothes an hour, sells them for $10 each. It's basically a math problem. So 6 hours a day, make 15 tablecloths per hour. So you make 6 times 15 total tablecloths per day, sells them for $10 per day, right? Therefore, for each day, he can make $900. He can make $900. And then he decided to work for only 4 hours each day. So that is just simply enough. Copy everything. It's 4 times 15 this time because you work for only 4 hours. And you get your new revenue to be just $600. So right now you're earning $600 a day. And now you can look at this choices. Last profit would be $300. Now be careful. This is profit. What does profit mean? Profit means we didn't learn about this yet, but profit is the amount of money that you earn after deducting the cost. For example, we are just making $900, right? But we didn't consider, right? To make these tablecloths, we need materials, right? We need strings, we need some wires, some stuff like that. We need some paint. We did not deduct the money required to buy those materials. Therefore, this 900 is the revenue, not the profit. If we want to calculate the profit, we have to minus the amount of money that we spent on the material that we made, that we use it. Okay, so this one is incorrect. Lost revenue will be $60. Of course, we can see that $300 is the lost revenue. Daily opportunity cost will be 30 tablecloths. And of course, this one is the correct option because we know for the first option, we make 6 times 15, which is 90 tablecloths per day. The second, we made 4 times 15, which is 60 tablecloths per day. So here we lose 30 tablecloths. So C is the answer. And let's look at one last question. So what would be the opportunity cost of a nuclear power station? So we talked about this. So the running costs of the power station. Now, we already talked about opportunity cost as the next best alternative that is foregone. And the running cost of the power station, that is not an alternative, and neither is that foregone, because this is the running cost of the power station. We are actually paying for these costs. It is not foregone. And furthermore, it is not an alternative to building a nuclear power station. It's just the running costs of the power station. So this one is incorrect. B, a coal-fired power station. Now this is the opportunity cost, because first we know that a coal-fired power station, this is an alternative. We don't know if it is the next best alternative. We just know that it is possibly an alternative. And the question asks what would be the opportunity cost. So this is just an option. A coal-fired, first we know that it is an alternative, right? The second, we know that it is foregone. We also know that it is foregone because we built a nuclear power station, so we can't build this coal-fired station. Therefore, it is foregone. So the answer is B. And that will be it for today.